Okay, Sony, thank you for saving the environment by not releasing a new thing to add to the landfills, but like you recycled some old thing, you put it in a new body. Maybe they're made out of high heels or something that were discarded from back alley hooker encounters. Listen, I know you had a meeting about it. It's an okay camera. I'm not impressed, am I? All right, fellas, it's pretty cool being at the top, isn't it? We just dethroned Canon, so like we don't even have to try anymore. It's Sony all the way here. You see us, we have the media outlets using our cameras. We don't even have to work anymore. This is fantastic, Johnson. Sir, I don't mean to alarm you, but isn't that how Rome fell? Like they stopped caring. They were too far ahead. They didn't protect their gates. They stopped innovating, and then the little guy worked more, and he was harder, and he was hungry for the truth. You've lost the drive. You don't deserve to be in the camera industry. I'm gonna release a camera tonight. If you don't, calm down, Johnson. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm still gonna release a camera. That's why I called this meeting. You moron. God, do you want to hear about it or not? Yeah, don't answer that. So we have a camera, actually, better than whatever the hell you were gonna release. FX2, anyone? We have managed to use a prior camera in a different body. Oh God, not another Sony recycling plant vomit camera. God, you're joking. You should have seen the camera I was about to release. What is this, just an A7IV in an FX3 body with nothing added? I'm sorry, is the A7IV not a bestseller? Oh, where's your bestseller? My camera is. So like now it's even better. It's better, is it not? Is it not better than the A7IV? Got a flippy up thing. You can look down. I'm looking down at you in hell. Well, as long as you've done something to outdo the Nikon Z6 III with its raw 4K 120 and 6K 60, Panasonic with the S1 II anamorphic stuff, open gate. So like what's the feature that you added that will debunk those? Well, we've done a lot of research actually, and it's not about the features in the camera. It's actually when we studied photographers, we asked them, what's your biggest problem in life? It was neck pain. And so we went to work and we put in a tilty EVF. Actually, now that I think of it, when you look down, it just increases the neck pain, but that means FX2 coming with a XLR neck mount. Available down below in the affiliate.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
Now, before we get started, I'm somewhat known to be a grumpy old man. And when I see something new released, I'm expecting like 4K 240p, HD 1000 frames per second. And when I don't get that, I'm like, what the hell is this? So take my opinion with a grain of salt. But when I see a new release, if I could just sum up this camera, I would say, this is the reason the camera industry is dying. Because no one cares about stuff like this that we already had. It is so boring. I look on the camera and I'm waiting for new shows and I'm just like, nothing. There's nothing here. How come nobody's talking? Why isn't the camera industry exciting and fun? No one cares. I unbox a Mac and it gets like 40,000 views. What the hell is that? And then I make like the most epic camera related thing. No one cares. Because you suck, Sony. Sure, I wasn't even using a Sony camera for any of these videos that have tanked. But I personally blame you, Sony. So this release, FX2. Look, a lot of people like Cam Mackey loves that A7C II. Best dynamic range for a Sony. It's like, it's very good, very sharp, 7K to 4K, holy shit. If you want to go to work and color grade it, you could get rid of the tones that make you a slime monster. It can be fine. Sony's tweaking stuff. I'd like to see the new Sony color science, but I watched Gerald's video and I was like, yeah, that looks like Sony, like it always does. Bad. Yeah, I said it. We're in a time where the industry has caught up to Sony and surpassed them. Usually it's Sony leapfrogging and then they're up on this mountain while everyone else tries to catch up, and then before they catch up, Sony jumps again to the moon. It's like, oh great, man, we just got here. We were gonna camp here, we need to re-level our oxygen and make soup. So, but now, it's very different. All the other companies, Canon and Nikon, they've surpassed Sony. And Sony's down here waiting for this sneak attack move. We think it's coming, but it didn't come today, and it might be a while before we see it. So like in this competition area, Nikon Z6 III, Panasonic S1 II now, Canon R6 III coming, but does it exist? I don't know the specs yet, but it could have 6K 60 RAW, why wouldn't it? Those areas, we're thinking, why would you shoot Sony? They have no RAW codec inside. You just released a cinema camera and there's no RAW in there. So is it coming? I doubt it. Doesn't sound, why would it? You think the A7IV is gonna have RAW inside, but this cinema cam that they just released is not going to? You're insane. As I swipe through my various desktops on this bullshit M4 Max, I can see that the S1 II of Panasonic is more expensive, quite a bit so actually. That was just a stupid release, if we're being honest. That price, like what were you even thinking? But when that comes down in 3 months max to like 2,200, then like, okay, you're gonna have a lot more than the Sony has. You get your open gate for your anamorphic, but they have 4K 120p in there. Sony's doing 4K 60 with a crop, not RAW, but if you think $2,700 for an FX2, which is basically an A7C II, with barely any, a couple minor tweaks that are hardly worth mentioning. Nikon Z6 III, quite a bit cheaper, $2,100. So instead of cropped 4K 60, you get full frame 6K 60 RAW. Can you even imagine the difference between full frame 6K 60 RAW versus 4K 60 with a crop un-RAW Sony color science? That's not a game I want to play. And then the Nikon does 4K 120 RAW with its crop. So now you have the same crop, but double the frame rates and it's RAW, and you're Sony green, bitch. And then Nikon has the class-leading, industry-inspiring HD 240, probably the sharpest in the business right now. I didn't know it was even possible for cameras to be released in 2025 that had HD 120, like as if that was worth writing down on a piece of paper in the manual. That shouldn't even be, I'm allergic to that mode. If that's even in there, I remove the battery for 10 minutes. You know what the FX2 reminds me of? It reminds me of something much worse than the cheaper Sony ZV-E1 was. That's your problem. We had a much smaller body. Does it overheat? Sometimes it could. I never had it overheat in the heat waves, direct sun, back-to-back videos. I don't know, some people, it's like the silicon lottery on that one maybe. I don't know, I had a good copy. But like, you get so much more in the ZV-E1 that already existed. It also has the AI chip, so all that fun. The only thing you would get here, at the downside of losing all your frame rates, and you gain reliability, you get this tilting EVF giant thing. I can't believe how big that thing is sticking out. There's no way to fit that in a knapsack. What the hell were they thinking? Like, who looks down to film anything? It's a hunch neck waiting to happen. You can't line anything up. Like for wildlife, you're like, it needs to be straight. You're seeing it, boom. Whereas like, what are you doing? Look down. You wouldn't know where to point, and it's so big. The complaint on the FX3 was like, there's no viewfinder. Guess they couldn't fit it. Oh, but we can fit an entire telescope on it. What the hell was that? Where's the little rangefinder thing? A pop-up thing, if anything. The hell is this thing? It's too big. So this is obviously not Sony's answer to anything that's currently going on right now, because the competition is catching up. They've already surpassed them, in my opinion. I don't own a Sony camera right now. I don't see a reason to. Like, the look is not the best. Just for skin tones, like what the hell's the point? Wildlife, there's no primes, there's no light lenses, there's nothing like exciting. It's all flat clinical garbage. And then couple that with a clinical sensor on top of it, it's like, oh my God, even if you use Voigtlander glass or the Zeiss stuff on a Sony, it's still kind of too sharp. It ain't right. So you've lost the race so far. I have a feeling they're still due for this leapfrog moment, but that certainly wasn't it. Just take yourself back to the Sony A7S III release, and you're like, holy shit, like look what they did. They added so much to that. 10-bit now, and it's 4K 120. What? They couldn't even do 4K 60 before. 4K 120? Like all this new tech, and you're like, holy shit. And then you're sitting around with your bros by a campfire, you're roasting hot dogs and marshmallows, putting it on the same bun. And you're talking like, imagine what Sony's gonna do in 5 years from now. And then first your brother's like, I think they're gonna have 8K 300 frames per second. It's gonna be like raw with a holographic floating monitor. So I can't wait. And then you realize it's like, we're getting something worse than what we already had. Way worse, actually. But obviously this isn't the thing that is the leapfrog thing. This is just, here's another Sony recycling move. They all do it, the old screen, not even a freaking fun thing. Flipping up, flipping out. I'll flip out on your mom later on. But it's releases like this that just make it so boring to be in this industry covering news like this. How is that news? I have to do this? Like, this feels like work now. It's like, what the hell was that? Instead of like, holy shit, look what they did. Wow, I didn't think that was due for another 15 years. How did they do that? I don't know, man. We've hit a peak and our Atlantis technology has run out. There's no more pyramids coming to save us. This is it for us for a while, and it's boring to be a part of. So what do you think of that release? Stupid release. And if you enjoyed the green screen episode today, you didn't, because someone complained and said, I hate the green screen. It takes away all your care. So let's all thank him down below for not getting any more green screen episodes ever. Yeah. I took that too harshly, the criticism, so I'll leave now. I'll just edit this on my M4 Max Pro Plus. Love these. Love my mouse behavior. Videos coming, my friend. Bitcoin availability, affiliate links for you scrubs who need this. It's down there for you. Some will buy it. Subscribe for more.